All right, we should be live. Look at all the early people in the live stream. You gotta love to see it. First question comes up with Javon. Yo, what's up? What's up, my guy? Evan says, "Hey guys, love the content. Appreciate that." Flex question: Are we starting Jefferson or John Brown? Already starting DK and Judy with Henry, Gibson, and Hooper over Andrews today. Streaming Packers and Kyler's my quarterback. I would prefer Justin Jefferson over John Brown personally.
Yeah, the matchup's not good for Justin Jefferson, but I think it's a little too cute to start John Brown over him.
Agreed. Javon asked, which quarterback should I start? Justin, assuming that's Justin Herbert, or Aaron Rodgers? And a flex question, Justin Jefferson, Antonio Brown, or Hollywood Brown? So for starters, I know the weather's kind of affected, but to me, I still have to start Aaron Rodgers.
Is the weather affected in that game as well?
Apparently the winds for the Packers versus
right.
Jaguars game is going to be affected. I still view on a week-to-week basis until he proves me otherwise that Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback this year. I'll eat the bullet on that one. I was wrong. I did not expect the volume to be as consistent as it's been. I know Justin Herbert's been on a tear recently, but he's going up against a really stout, really good Miami defense. So I just take the matchup and the upside of Aaron Rodgers here, in my opinion.
Yeah. The second part of that question, Justin Jefferson, Antonio Brown, or Hollywood Brown. I think we said Justin Jefferson. I believe you've asked this already.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go with Antonio Brown because I saw Mike Tagliere tweeted out that the Bears have yet to allow someone over 58 yards, a single receiver over 58 yards receiving. Plus, Justin Jefferson is a guy who only gets about 4 or 5 targets a game, and we know that Kirk Cousins is not going to throw the ball 40 times in this game, probably, because it's going to be like a slugfest type game.
Yeah. Especially with the news that David Montgomery's out too. I could see Chicago just completely slowing down their offense in general.
Yeah, that helps Chicago, by the way, that David Montgomery is out, because he literally slows their offense down. So I'm actually going to go with Antonio Brown. It's probably a bit riskier to play Brown over Jefferson, but I'm going to play Antonio Brown hoping that he gets like a big play or whatever, because this is not the Saints defense. I think the Panthers, like, I don't know what it is about the Bucks and Saints. They just have this like hex on their mind that they can't beat them. So I think the Bucks receivers are in for a decent day in this one. You got to kind of hope that Antonio Brown can get a good part of that.
Agree with that. He also asked tight end question. I'm assuming that's Rob Gronkowski or Tj Hawkinson. I currently have Tj Hawkinson ranked higher, but both are top 5 options.
I have Gronk at 2, so I'm going to go with Gronk.
I have Hawkinson at 2, so.
Yeah, Gronk, according to PFF, has the easiest matchup. His primary defender, Shaq Thompson, has been one of the worst linebackers in coverage outside of Devin White in the NFL.
And on the same time, like, as good as Washington is against opposing receivers, they are almost equally as bad against the tight end position. So you're living pretty having 2 really good options in a tight end landscape that is absolutely barren. So I personally would go Hawkinson. Bush said Rob. I know that doesn't really help you, but at that point, it's just due to your own discretion. They're both really, really good options at this point. Yeah. Hey, guys, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. I'm assuming that's Miles Sanders, James Conner, DeAndre Swift.
Both of those first 2 are definitely your 2 running backs.
Easily. Swift, McKissick, Drake, Woods, Fuller. The other 2 I would put in would be Fuller and McLaurin at 2 receivers. And then your flexes, in my opinion, would end up coming down to Woods and Chark.
I think with the weather, I'm going to go with the Woods, because Chark is expected like.
Oh, it's 1 flex. Yeah, I would go Woods.
Yeah, I think the weather makes me go Woods, because otherwise I probably would have gone Chark, because Jair Alexander is going to be out for this game. But Chark is a guy that is a downfield weapon, so wind and bad weather conditions probably affect him the most out of anyone in this game. So yeah, unfortunately for me, of course, because I need a high amount of points in my home league, because AJ Brown shit the bed for me on Thursday night. I have to start Chark regardless, because he's like my best option, but hopefully he is able to overcome the weather.
Yeah, for sure. I agree there. Plus 2 Woods, really, really, really good matchup this week. So
yeah.
Flex, Bernard, Edmonds, or Claypool. Out of those options, give me Giovanni Bernard.
I'll take Bernard there. I normally probably would have said Chase Edmonds, but you got to downgrade Edmonds with the news that Drake is playing. Obviously, Edmonds is still startable. He's probably a top 22 running back or so, but Bernard is guaranteed volume. So yeah,
I think, let me just check right now, but I think I currently have Edmonds at 17 and Gio at 12. So
I
like
have Edmonds at 17 and Gio at 15. So
that's fair, yeah. Balaj or Salvin Ahmed, both are very picky plays, if you will, or very like. I want to know what other options you have personally.
I'm guessing those are his best options if he's asking.
If I have to choose though, I'll go with Kalen Balaj because he had a few receptions last week, maybe a little quote unquote revenge game narrative against the Dolphins, but I'm not confident with it whatsoever.
No, I honestly I never thought I'd ever say to anyone to start Kalen Balaj, but I guess that's the point we're at right now.
Yeah, for real. Javon says, not a football question, but what do you think about fantasy basketball? I've played in a few free leagues, a couple of my friends.
I've never really
got great, but
the reason I don't really get into other fantasy sports, and including hockey, I love hockey. I just can't get into it is because with football, you get to watch your players every time.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to be watching hockey all the time to watch all your players every game.
Exactly. And also I noticed, just setting your lineup every day, like waivers every day, everything like that. Like with football, at least you have like a time or allotment of time to really adjust or like swallow the information that you gather from Sunday. Yeah. Whereas like if you don't do it right away in those other sports, someone else is going to pick them up because there's a game basically every fucking day. So
I really prefer playing like playoff pools for hockey and stuff like that because I don't know why it just seems more fun to play playoff pools than it does to play like season long like fantasy.
Yeah, I will say though, like I do enjoy like being in a couple leagues every year just to kind of get a different feel. But yeah, it's tough sometimes. Oh, for a friend, DK Metcalf or Terry McLaurin. I know you're gonna say DK, but Terry's my wide receiver too.
You can't sit DK Metcalf. I don't give a shit who he's going up against.
You're not sitting DK Metcalf because again, he's my wide receiver 4. But the fact that that's the start sit, I have Terry at 2.
Oh yeah. I'd have to know who his other options are because he must have Devontae Adams and DeAndre Hopkins as his other 2 receivers or something.
Man, at that point, just trade someone.
Get Terry in your lineup somehow.
Yes. Like he's my wide receiver 2 on the week. Like I don't, and that's no discredit to DK, but like what the heck? I need a running back from waivers. Who do I get? If Troy Maine Pope is available on your waivers, I would try to scoop him up right now because he's questionable to play.
I haven't really on his waivers below there. Ahmed, Burkhead, Drake, Lindsey.
Oh, okay. Out of those options, I will take Burkhead personally. Okay, we'll get to it though.
I mean, Kenny Drake's in your waiver wire though. I think I would pick up him.
Fair. I mean, I'm assuming that's someone like he needs to play this week, which is why I kind of said Burkhead. Because I think even if Drake plays this week, he's not going to be 100%. But yeah, if you get stash Drake, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Need one half-point PPR. Robbie Anderson, Jarvis Landry, Justin Jefferson, or Travis Fulgham. I know the matchup is tough, but give me the guaranteed volume that I'm getting with Robbie Anderson. I know I get it. The Bucs secondary facing off against anybody but the Saints is locked down. But Robbie Anderson, like he's basically a lock at this point for 9 targets in a game. He's going to be the immediate look for Teddy Bridgewater. So ultimately, if this guy's facing a ton of pressure from a ferocious Bucs defense, like his first call is going to be going to Robbie Anderson. And out of those options, I just think you're getting the most guaranteed volume there.
Yeah, I agree with that call. I got some weather information here that I'm going to just go over. Kevin Roth, I think he's Roto Grinders or DraftKings. Can't remember who he works for. But Houston, the Houston-Cleveland game, Jacksonville-Green Bay game, and Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game are all expected to be extremely windy, 40 to 50 miles per hour winds. So all those games, you really need to, especially with quarterbacks and receivers and tight ends and stuff, you really need to downgrade them because we didn't do it enough last time we had big conditions. Yeah. And like a guy, especially like it's kind of a matter of like, what kind of player do I have here? I think I'm going to sit Deshaun Watson for Tom Brady, to be honest.
That's fair.
Because Deshaun Watson has downfield weapons like Cooks and Fuller, right? So if the game is windy, he probably can't get the ball to those guys.
Oh, for the record, I have Nick Chubb in my FanDuel tournament lineup. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. The game, if it's going to be a windy game, you're going to get Nick Chubb back absolutely rushing over one of the worst rush defense in the league in Houston. So that's just going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we picked one. How's the Wi-Fi?
Also, Baltimore and New England is apparently supposed to be wet. like a rainy game. So you might have to downgrade.
Lamar's going to be
not
fun.
Lamar. I wouldn't say downgrade Lamar, but I would downgrade Hollywood even more than he already is.
I'm saying Lamar's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think the run game is probably going to be upgraded a little bit.
Oh, definitely. No, that's why I said like Lamar's going to be a fun play this week. Like if you have him because of that.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. If he doesn't have to throw the ball, he won't.
Yeah. Probably.
How's the Wi-Fi? Better. Hopefully. I'm not cutting out. Deep league, Bourne or Cobb. Cobb dealing with weather, and Bourne has the opportunity with Samuel out. Very deep.
I think I'd still take Cobb.
I'm fine with going Bourne, though. I'm fine with going Bourne personally.
I don't think either one is like a wide receiver 5-6 option. So I think I'll go with Cobb just because we've seen him get more targets. So I'll just lean on the target volume.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. Mike says Derek Carr, Joe Burrow, or Jared Goff. Give me Jared Goff there.
Yeah, I'll take Jared Goff.
Should I find someone to start over Jacobs in the waivers this week? Duke Johnson, Bernard McKissick. First of all, those first two should be rostered right now.
Yeah, if you can find a way to get if Bernard especially, I would say needs to be in your lineup if you can get him in there.
And I would say Duke especially needs to be rostered with the news that David Johnson's on IR for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would pick up both those guys, but I wouldn't start either over Jacobs.
No, I wouldn't start either over Jacobs. Bernard is the guy I would start over like maybe we'd have to hear like whoever your flex options are, but I'd try and get Bernard in your lineup just because of the guaranteed volume he's going to have and the fact that game is going to be windy. We expect the ground game to be a bit more of a part of the game plan for Cincinnati and for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. So we'll leave back off at Pillar Plays. $3.99 super chat from Elvis. He says here, Justin Jefferson, Curtis Samuel, or T. Higgins in the flex. I personally would still go with Justin Jefferson. I would have been really close between Jefferson and Higgins if the Pittsburgh-Cincinnati matchup wasn't expected to be super windy. But at that point, I know it's a tough matchup. We were talking about how ferocious the Bears corners have been against opposing receivers. But I'll still take the chance on the potential upside of Justin Jefferson, given that if he pops off, he's going to win you your week.
I'll take Jefferson, but it wouldn't shock me at all if Curtis Samuel is the best option out of these guys. Agreed. Because T. Higgins has the concerns with the wind and Jefferson has a bad matchup. So if you have huge balls and you want to start Curtis Samuel over these guys, I wouldn't blame you, but I personally would start Jefferson.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat there. Again, appreciate that $3.99 super chat over there from Elvis. So we left off here at Pillar Plays. McLaurin or Lockett flex PPR. Give me McLaurin there.
Yeah, I'll take McLaurin.
Pick two.
That's a great situation to be in, though.
Yeah, definitely. Go with the first two, in my opinion, Alfredo.
Yeah, I would go with the first two as well.
Yep. Guys, important matchup. Who do I start? 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 flex. Godwin, Parker, Jacoby Myers. Is that DK? I'm assuming that's DK. Yeah.
Okay, so DK and Godwin are your receivers.
Yeah. Robinson.
And then 2 running backs. So I'll go with I'll go with Gibson and Robinson as my 2 running backs.
Oh, that's James Robinson. I thought that was Allen.
No, it's okay. So Gibson, Robinson, DK, Godwin, and then I think I would probably start Parker as my flex. Yeah,
no, I agree with that. If it was a full PPR, I'd be tempted. Actually, no, I'd still go with Chase.
Full PPR it helps Parker.
No, I was thinking full PPR, I'd be tempted by Myers, but like I'd probably still go Parker. McKinnon or Swift, full PPR. They're back to back for me right now.
I'll take McKinnon pretty easily there. I talked about Swift not being in a great matchup for the receiving game as far as running backs go, so I'll go with McKinnon there. With the way that they're talking about him, I guess he's expected to get the bulk of the work, but I mean, it's Kyle Shanahan. He could throw 25 touches at JaMychal Hasty, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Fully agree. So the boy Jared asks, "What's up, boys? My RB landscape is bare. Lost Montgomery and a lot of other." Oh, speaking of that, talking about bare RB landscapes, I recently got the news that 2 of my 4 running backs are just put on IR, and Justin Jackson and David Johnson. So, and a lot of pieces. So I have to start one of these: Latavius Murray, Troy Pope, DJ Dallas, or Jordan Howard. With the news of Chris Carson being out, I would start DJ Dallas there.
It's between Pope and Dallas to me, but
easily. I'll still go with the usage
They
of Dallas.
Activated Collins off of practice squad. Collins knows the system. He's been in it already. And they used Homer pretty. I'm going to go with Pope because I don't think Dallas. We saw Dallas used at like a 31% snap share last week. I think it's going to be like a 3-way timeshare in the Cowboys, the Seahawks game. So I'll go with Pope in the hopes that he's the primary ball carrier and potentially the pass catching guy as well. So I'll go with him.
That's fair. Is that Russell? I'm assuming that's Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers.
I'll take Russ because the Packers game is supposed to be windy.
Yeah, no, I agree there. I'm actually going to adjust Russ.
Yeah, I got to move Rodgers down. I have him as my QB2 right now.
Yeah, he's going to go to QB5 for me.
I'm putting him down at QB9.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting. Hawkinson or Goddard? Give me Hawkinson there, Josh.
Yeah, I'll take Hawkinson.
Mark Andrews or Jared Cook standard? Give me Mark Andrews there, Alfredo.
Yeah, they're the exact same type of tight end, but I'll go with Andrews.
I have to drop one for my team. Goddard, Patrick, or Mooney for my kicker. My tight end one is Waller.
I don't care. I'll still keep Goddard, even if your tight end one is Waller. I'll drop Tim Patrick.
Tim Patrick, agree there. Fulgham or John Brown, who is better cornerback matchup, more likely to score points? Thanks.
Okay, so Fulgham has a bad matchup against James Bradbury. Yeah. John Brown is going up against whoever's opposite Patrick Peterson. So I'll probably go with Fulgham anyway, just because the target volume has been really high for him. But John Brown definitely has the better matchup. If you're feeling really gutty, I would say Fulgham is more likely to score more points just because he is like an 8 to 10 target guy per game every week that he's played so far. So I'll go with Fulgham. But if John Brown outscored him, I wouldn't be 100% shocked.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. Claypool or Higgins, full PPR. Give me Claypool there.
Claypool especially with Higgins. Well, I guess they're both in the same game, but I'll take Claypool because Higgins has the bad matchup against Pittsburgh's defense in general.
Yeah, agreed. Should I try DK for Mike Davis, Lockett, and Robbie? I have CMC, so I think I need Davis for insurance and my wide receiver. I still wouldn't do it. I mean, like I would try to get Davis for a much cheaper package.
I think Metcalf is like a guy, like he's one of like 5 guys in the NFL right now that I would really need some smoke to trade. Like
Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins,
Alvin Kamara, DK Metcalf.
Yeah, Kamara,
Alvin Cook. Like there's not a lot of guys that these are league winning type of guys. Like DK Metcalf is a league winning type of guys. And while Lockett is a great option still, I still don't want to do that personally. Yeah, I still want to keep DK because you don't want to trade away guys like this because these are the guys that win you championships.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed it firsthand in my one league. I didn't have a quote unquote superstar for the longest time because when CMC went down, I ended up trading him in the keeper league for a package that was kind of revolved around Jonathan Taylor. So I've taken that out now. And for the longest time, I just had a solid, depth, decent, all around team. And my ceiling week to week just wasn't the same without
that'll get you 4th place. But it won't win you. It won't win you the league.
So it got me to 5-4 thus far. And then I made the move. Obviously, I gave up a ton, but I got Alvin Kamara. And even if I don't win this year, the fact that I have that guy as my keeper for next year really helps me rebuild for the future. And even if, I'm 5-4, could win this week. If I win this week, I'm 6-4, and it's basically second in my league. So
yeah,
it's crazy. By the way, 9 people with either a 5-4, 4-5 record, but I've talked about them multiple times. For my starting running backs, I have Josh Jacobs and McKissick. Mike Davis flexing. I have Bernard and Williams on my bench. What are your thoughts?
I'd start Bernard over McKissick
easily. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go Jacobs, Bernard, and Mike Davis as the 3 that you're starting. I know McKissick got 14 targets last week, but that's not happening again. It's just not. He'll probably get a couple targets and be pretty solid, but I talked about this with Corey Davis. Everyone's just on board with J.D. McKissick now. Everyone's all in. Everyone's ranking him super high. I totally expect him to disappoint. It's the way the fantasy industry works. It seems like every time we're on a guy, they disappoint.
I agree. Full PPR, Higgins, Parker, or John Brown. Choose 2. Give me the first.
I'll go Parker and Brown.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, the weather's enough to scare me off of Higgins. He has a hit. I talked about it with Chark, but Higgins has the highest depth of target in that game, including Claypool and shit. So he's the most affected by the weather. So I'll take John Brown and Parker over him.
Agree with that. So Cockleman says, should I pivot away from T. Higgins to someone like Jalen Reagor or Jacoby Myers because of the weather? I would do that.
That's close.
And in a full PPR, give me Myers, and a half, give me Reagor.
I don't think I could pivot to either guy.
Really, yeah?
I downgrade Higgins. I think he definitely takes a
for
downtick in his volume and his like effectiveness, but I still would start him over those guys because those guys to me are not sure things.
For reference, prior to the news of the weather, I had Higgins as my wide receiver 30. Reagor and Myers were at wide receiver 33 and 34. So there's not a huge disparity for me. And then when you factor in the weather, I probably would prefer both those other options.
So I had Higgins at 23 before the weather.
Oh, okay.
So I see Higgins. Higgins is like a 7, 8, 9 target per game guy. Like he is as safe as they come as far as like high end wide receiver 3s. I downgraded him to wide receiver 31, but I have Myers at 35 and Reagor at like 43. So I still don't think it's that big of a difference.
Fair. Full PPR, Fulgham or Cooks. Give me Cooks.
It would easily be Cooks. It would easily be Cooks if the weather wasn't fucked up, but I'll still take Cooks.
If Fulgham wasn't going up against Bradbury, I think it would be a really, really like better argument, in my opinion. Yeah. But even with the weather, I'm still going with Cooks. The fact that Fulgham is still on Bradbury.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Bradbury's still on Fulgham. Chark on the weather or Parker?
I'll take Parker.
I'm still going with Chark, man.
It's close, but I moved Parker. So I moved I had Chark at 16 and I moved him down to 26.
Yeah, I had Chark at 13 and I moved him down to I think 20. So
I think it hurts him a lot. I think it really hurts him because this is a game, or this is the guy that is down the downfield weapon. He does not get manufactured receptions.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but I still think he's going to get targeted regardless, if you will. Like they're going to.
I could totally. We've seen this type of game or a stat line from DJ Chark so far this season. I could see him getting like 11 targets, but only catching 4 passes.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen for me because I need to rely on the guy. But yeah. Full PPR: Thielen, Higgins, or Devontae Parker as wide receiver 2. Which one? Thanks. I'm going with Thielen there. I know the matchup is not good again, but he's just the much safer option compared to the other two.
Yeah, I'll definitely take Thielen there. I don't think it's all that close.
Yeah, agreed. DJ Dallas, I'm assuming that's Marquise Brown, or is that Malcolm Brown?
Either way, I'm probably not considering him.
Yeah, either way. Ingram, Burkhead, need one. Give me DJ Dallas all day, every day right there.
I don't think it's an all-day, everyday thing, but I still will take DJ. I think Rex Burkhead's close to DJ Dallas.
I have him pretty
I have him very close in my rankings.
I have Burkhead at like RB30 and Dallas at like RB19. So.
I have DJ Dallas at 27 and Rex Burkhead at 31. So they're very close for me.
That's fair. JK or Gallman? Give me Gallman there, Joseph.
Yeah, I'll take Gallman. It's the volume's way more projectable for Gallman, and but if you really need upside because JK's playing at 8. And you can afford to know if you're like, oh man, I'm down by a bunch of points. JK definitely has the upside.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree there. I just saw a couple comments later down there. Funny. Burkhead or Pope? Pope all day for me. If Pope is playing, I'm going Pope.
Yeah, I'll go Pope.
He is starting Russell Wilson, Cooper. Yeah, his so is Cooper Kupp. Give me Terry McLaurin and DK over Cooper Kupp. There was a question earlier. It was the Metcalf versus McLaurin.
Okay. All right. I see.
Yeah. Give me both of those over Cooper Kupp personally.
Yeah, I would start both of them over Kupp. Even though Kupp has a great matchup, I'd still start both of them over Kupp.
Yeah. Agreed. With the weather conditions, so I start Jerry Jeudy or Mike Williams over Juju. I'm flexing either Chase Edmonds or Darrell Henderson. So I personally
honestly, even with the weather conditions, I think I would No, okay. So Darrell Henderson's my flex. I think I would start Darrell Henderson over Chase Edmonds with Drake playing, and then I think I would still play Juju.
Yeah. No, the thing with Juju is he's got the lowest ADOT out of all those Pittsburgh receivers, and in a game that's going to be bad weather. I mean, it's funny. I broke down these stats right. In the first 5 games Pittsburgh played, Juju Smith-Schuster had 28 targets. Right in the first 5. In the last 3 games, he's had 29 targets. So, I mean, they're using him more. He's getting more acclimated in the offense, and he's been the first read for Big Ben these past few weeks. Against the Cincinnati defense in a bad weather game, I just think he's going to get peppered underneath to the point where he could have another 13 to 15 type target game, I would not be shocked. So I definitely still really like Juju as a good mid wide receiver too at this point.
I got to adjust my fucking FanDuel lineups, man. I got a bunch of.
I
have some Will Fuller stacks with Watson and some DJ Chark stuff too. So I should probably do that.
Lucas made me a lineup too. It was pretty dope.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I told him I'd play a lineup. So I got
to take Fuller out of this thing.
So I got Chark that I got to take out. So he's at 6,600.
I'm going to take out Chark as well. You know what? I'm going to throw Antonio Brown into my lineup.
Damn, I don't hate that.
I'll get Getty with it.
Who am I going to put in instead of Chark though? That's the problem. I like Chark so much, but fuck, the weather's really scaring me. Anyways, let's get into the next question. Actually, hey gents, start 3 running backs: Jacobs, James Robinson.
Yeah, I think it's James Robinson.
James Robinson, Edmonds, Drake, Fournette. I know you guys don't like Fournette, but I'm considering it. Go Jacobs and James Robinson. Don't think about that. And if that's not James Robinson, I'm still going with Edmonds.
He needs to start 3.
Oh, Jacobs, James Robinson are in your lineup, and Edmonds over Fournette.
Yeah, I agree.
What's up, fellas? Flex, help. Robbie Anderson, Judy, Juju, Fulgham. Give me out of those options. It's coming down to me between Robbie and Juju. That one's pretty close. What are your thoughts on that? Robbie, Juju.
Robbie Anderson, Jerry, Judy, Juju, or Fulgham. Okay, so I think Robbie is probably the guy I would go with there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think he's a safer option, but I wouldn't be shocked if Juju outperformed him, if you will. But I think Robbie's much safer. Start Edmonds, Henderson, or McKinnon at flex, full PPR. So already starting Mike Davis and Duke Johnson. Give me Darrell Henderson.
Yeah, full PPR. Darrell Henderson doesn't catch the ball like at all. Like he averages like 1 target a game. So in a full PPR, I might lean McKinnon there.
Agreed. And I just saw a comment later on, so I got you, Jared. Sorry about that. I guess we skipped him. I got -3 from my Titans defense. Lamar Goff off waivers. I'm still going with Lamar, the upside that he has. A Goff ceiling game is maybe 25 points. A Lamar ceiling game is 35 points. So if you're going for ceiling because you got negative points from your defense, I still think Lamar's the guy. I know it's a tougher matchup comparatively to Goff, but I mean, this guy could very well, especially you mentioned in a kind of muckier type game, could easily have like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. So I'm still going with Lamar. I noticed his comment later on saying we skipped him, so I got him. Don't forget that thumbs up. Yeah, if you guys are watching, you enjoy what you're seeing right now, you're new to the channel, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you go hit that subscribe button. I mean, I say it every time. We're about 10 subscribers off of 2.1 thousand. Appreciate you guys a ton. And we just be on our grind, ready for Sunday football.
And with Jock Market, part of so they changed kind of how their affiliates are working. And part of the reason we're still in talks with them, but me and Danny are Canadian. We can't play the for money one, and that's a little harder to sell you guys on. Playing the money one when we can't play it ourselves, because I personally love the concept of the idea and I'd love to play it, but we can't because we're in Canada.
Absolutely. I'm in like completely on the same page there as well. Connor, Sanders, James Robinson, pick 2. Go with Connor and Robinson personally. I'd have higher than Sanders.
Yeah, hard. I mean, scoring format might sway it one way or the other, but I think I would go with Connor and Robinson as well.
Interesting to know. I'm interested to know who your flex would be in that position because, there's not many guys I would start over Sanders.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Happy NFL Sundays with the.
Oh, we already covered this question.
I was gonna say I thought we did. Either way, go with Juju.
Yeah. So go with Juju and then flex Darrell Henderson.
Yep. Will Lamar Miller be in fantasy consideration on Monday now that the Bears activated him off the practice squad? I have a feeling it's just going to be a mixture of like a Cordero Patterson, Ryan Nall. Like, it's just not a situation I'm touching at all.
To me, that seems like more of a DFS thing. Like, I'll probably play a showdown lineup because the backfield's murky, because I think it's going to be Cordero Patterson is who I think is going to be the guy that gets the bulk of the work. When everyone's going to be on Lamar Miller and Ryan Nall, which is why I'm probably going to play a showdown slate. But I don't really want to mess around with it from a season long perspective.
I agree. So we back at pillar plays. Hooper or Graham? And yeah, that's fine. Full PPR, Deontay Johnson or Juju. I'm going with Juju there, especially in a full PPR setting.
I mean, they're both like high target guys. I'll go Juju
though. 2 questions, y'all. Lindsey or Mooney in the flex, and Carr or Breeze.
Give me the upside of Lindsey. I don't think Mooney has a lot of upside.
I was going to say give me the upside of Mooney against Minnesota with the running game like such a question mark.
I don't think it's going to be like a high scoring game though.
But like Mooney's such an efficient target that even if he has like 6 targets, he could produce like 4 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
I guess I personally I'd go with Lindsey. I don't really trust Melvin Gordon a whole lot, and that makes me lean Lindsey. And not only that, but they're playing the Raiders, who've been just dog shit against the run. Fair. So I'll go with Lindsey in the hopes that he breaks a big one.
And then for Carr versus Breeze, I would just go with Breeze personally.
Yeah, I think I'd go Breeze as well.
Gio or Gibson, half point PPR. Give me Gio there. I have Gibson a few spots lower personally. I just think Gio's in store for a ton more touches as Bush has his dog walking. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. No, I feel you with the injury bug. It's been fucking wild.
I need Austin Eckler to come back so bad.
Amen.
In so many leagues.
Amen, bro.
In 4 of the 5 leagues that I'm like competing in, I have him in 4 of the 5. Like I need him to come back. And in 2 of those leagues, I have like the best team in the league, and I have a legitimate shot at winning the championship. Not even a legitimate shot, but like I'm like favored, I would say, to win the championship.
Agree. Lamar Murrow just got called for the
it's gonna be a mess of a situation in Chicago.
Give me Thielen there.
Yeah, I'll take Thielen.
You guys aren't drinking on stream. Okay, not getting my advice from these guys. If you guys don't know the inside joke, somebody got mad at me for having a little wine sip on the stream or on the video the other day.
Did they?
Like, yeah, I sent it in the group chat. That's why Tyler's saying it. Somebody commented. They were like, drinking on the video, not getting my advice from these clowns. And I'm just like, okay, exits that way. Like what? Like,
yeah, what the hell?
Speaking, if you guys are watching, it's fucking 1 second.
Okay. So Danny's just going to get a drink, I'm guessing, is what he's referring to. Drew's, I'll just go to Drew's next question. I need a tight end and a flex. Who should I start? I have Fant, Hunter Henry, AB, Juju, full PPR. Okay, so with the conditions that we have in the Pittsburgh game, I'll go with AB over Juju, and then I'll go with Fant over Hunter Henry because Hunter Henry just has no upside. So what did you just go and get? Okay, that's what I thought. You're getting a Summersby. You're having a Summersby at 12 p.m.
Fucking boys are rolling.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go get my breakfast. So I already took care of Drew's question.
All right, bet. Hey, yo, fellas, great show. Full PPR. Gio or DJ have to start. Tua and AJ Brown did. You. Out of those options, give me Gio. Appreciate Papa Lepre coming through once again with the live stream. DJ or Troy Maine. This is tough, especially in a full PPR. I think I'm personally going to lean with the workload of DJ Dallas, as we've seen when Chris Carson, Carlos Hyde have been out. DJ Dallas has been leaned upon as the main running back in that backfield. I know you're not going to expect 85% of the snaps because Homer's still going to get involved a bit, but you're talking about overall volume of the situation. I would still lean with the security that DJ Dallas provides personally. Morning, y'all. I was able to flip AB and Chark for DK. Absolutely love that move for the record. I mean, you're getting a top 5 receiver for 2 wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 types. Now I need a flex. Fulgham, Fournette, DJ Dallas, standard scoring. Thanks. In standard scoring, it's going to come down to Fulgham or Dallas for me. I know I'm a lot higher on Dallas comparatively to Bush. I personally go Dallas there. Fulgham is still a good option though. So if you want the security, the target floor of Fulgham, I'm fine with that. But I personally would go with Dallas. Tim Patrick or Chark, full PPR. I'm still going with DJ Chark. I mean, I know the weather is an issue there. The winds are going to affect that game. But Chark, to me, in terms of the talent, in terms of the usage, is just at another level comparatively to Tim Patrick. So give me Chark. Yeah, we got you. Don't worry, Jared. Bernard, Gordon, Moss. Pick one. I'm leaning towards Moss. No, I'd go with Bernard. Half PPR flex, Brandon Ayuk or Antonio Brown. I'm assuming that is. Thanks, boys. Man, I'm gonna have a hard time with this one because they both have a ton of upside this week. I personally would go with Brandon Ayuk. We've seen his usage when Debo has missed time. He's been used as the sort of Debo role in the offense, and has been really good and really consistent in that role. I know Antonio Brown has the upside to be a top 10 receiver on any given week, in my opinion. I just want to see it in a week before I rank him there, if you will. And to me, Ayuk is just such more a sure thing this week that I would go with the security that he provides over Antonio Brown. So yeah. Flex spot needed, full PPR, Robbie Anderson or Chase Claypool with that weather. I'm still going to go with Robbie Anderson. I expect him again to have a 9-10 target type game. I know the matchup against the Bucks is not ideal, but realistically, they're not going to have a ton of time to throw if you want to play into that type of narrative. The Bucks defense is going to be all over Teddy Bridgewater, and his first read is always going to be Robbie Anderson. It's kind of surprising. I've mentioned it multiple times, but Robbie Anderson on the Jets was profiled as the deep threat, high A dot, low amount of targets. And DJ Moore last year was literally the underneath slot receiver that was getting peppered. And all of a sudden, they bring Robbie Anderson in. They're using him in the target role, and they're using DJ Moore in the deep shot type role. So really weird. I would still go with Robbie Anderson. I think the matchup doesn't matter at this point because he's going to give you wide receiver 2 production on a week-to-week basis given the amount of targets that he receives. I know I went on a little tangent there, but work with me there. Thanks, you guys. No problem. Anytime, Javon. So I start Gio Bernard, Darrell Henderson, or Duke Johnson. Half-point PPR. I think these guys are literally back to back in my rankings, but I do have Bernard still leading that group. I know the matchup is tough against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we've seen when Joe Mixon has missed time, Gio Bernard has been used as a bell cow type back. And in terms of passing usage, if you will, Darrell Henderson doesn't get nearly the amount of passing usage as a guy like Giovanni Bernard does. And in general, we've seen Pittsburgh has been giving up a good amount of passes to the running back, if you will, in recent weeks. So I'm still going with Gio Bernard there, even though the matchup is on paper a lot tougher than the other two. Thanks. No problem, Jared. Gallman or Reagor, half-point PPR. Very close for me. I don't think it's a decision for Bush, but I'm still going to go with Wayne Gallman given the overall usage that he should be seeing in this game. So thanks for that question. And where did I leave off? Okay, good. Gents, Big Ben or Lock? Given the weather, I'd probably still go with Ben, but given the weather, I would hard think about starting Drew Lock there. But I'm still going with the security of Ben. I do think it's still a very good matchup. I mean, you still got really good underneath type players as well with Juju and Deontay Johnson. Maybe it affects Claypool a little bit more. But even if, Claypool still gets targeted a ton. So, I know the weather's affecting him, but Big Ben, really good matchup against Cincinnati. I still would be hard-pressed to start him over Locke, who's risky in his own aspect. So, give me Big Ben there. Duke or Bernard full PPR. Again, I will still go with Gio Bernard there. News about Big Ben. Is there news about Big Ben? Did I just answer a question?
He has a knee injury or whatever, but I think he's playing.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just assumed he was playing. Yeah. So we'll get back to Bilal because we just got a $4.99 super chat from Steven. Appreciate that a ton. He says need to and a flex. Full PPR, Judy, Mooney, Kirk, Chark, Zach Moss, or Balaj. So in my opinion, Chark is going to be
despite the weather, I think you still have to start Chark.
He's still your wide receiver 1 there. And I would say the other 2 that you would be starting there, in my opinion, would be Jerry Judy and Zach Moss for me.
I'd go Judy and Kirk.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of the matchup, the fast paced game that the Bills and Cardinals is going to be, I would go with Kirk.
Sounds good. Where did I leave off here? Just a second. I got a bunch of questions done. Oh, Bilal. You guys from Canada? How you get into football? All my cousins from there don't know anything about it. Yeah, so we're both from Southern Ontario. So basically, we've grown up kind of on that type of border, if you will. The Buffalo border is literally an hour away from me. The Detroit border is 3 hours away, probably closer to you. So
it's 2.5 hours away.
Yeah,
Buffalo's an hour and a half.
Yeah, so basically what that says is we're half an hour apart, give or take. But I've grown up playing football since I was about 9-10 years old. Love the sport since I started playing. Really became a passion of mine. And, played throughout high school, number one team in Canada. Had to toot my own horn there. But, just always been about the game. Really grew up in an environment and an atmosphere that was conducive to being a huge football fan. And really, ever since I started playing, even at 10 years old, I was fucking studying, watching every single day just to try to gain more knowledge, because I've always been that type of personality that if I am interested in something, I will try to study it and try to gain as much knowledge on it as possible. And I know you're the same way. Like when you're interested in something and passionate about something.
Oh, yeah. In terms of like actual playing career, I was never like that good at football. I played it in like early in high school and I was like not that good. But for me, it was more so like the X's and O's aspect of it. Like if we were like at the top of our game, you'd probably be a player and I'd be Sean McVay. So like that's kind of like the way I see it.
I feel that. Yeah, no, for me, literally, like, obviously, like I was a really good player in my own aspect, but in terms of like knowing the game, I was always like even better at that. So I suffered a couple of injuries, a couple of concussions, a couple of knee injuries in high school. Stopped playing in basically grade 11. I'm not going to make excuses, but I do think if I didn't get hurt, I could have been playing university ball right now. But we're not going to get into that. The high school that I went to was very good, very conducive again for a good football environment. You don't get number one in Canada, undefeated basically every year. I was playing with them without that. So, just overall went to the right high school, was in the right setting early on. I mean, it was a match made in heaven for me personally. FanDuel lineup: Rogers, Lindsay, Robinson, Adams, Robinson. Sorry, I just read Robinson twice. I got confused. Robinson, McLaurin, Ebron, Davis, and Buccaneers.
If I have any criticism, I would say don't pay up for defense because the Buccaneers defense is like expensive as hell on there.
I'd also say Lindsay's very risky in my opinion.
What I would do is I would go take the Tampa Bay defense out of there, pay down that defense to Carolina, Broncos, which is the cheapest one.
I would even say the Broncos
and upgrade from Lindsay.
Broncos are a decent shout too, in my opinion. Going up against Vegas. I would even if you can downgrade Rodgers to like a Tua and upgrade that RB2 position, in my opinion, would ultimately be the best for you.
I would take Rodgers out too. Yeah. With the weather.
I think the reason why he had Rodgers there was because of the stack with Adams. But even if you want to, again, like a Tua would be really good in my opinion. So is he valuable anymore? That's a good question. I still value him as a top 15 or so running back, high end type RB2, because he's still a very efficient player. But man, like the touch baseline he's been receiving has been absolutely low in these last 2 weeks. And that's not even because quote unquote Le'Veon Bell's stealing work from him. It's because these Chiefs are just not running the ball. Like they're not. Like the Mahomes is chucking the ball a good 40 to 45 times every game. And the total of the Chiefs running backs are realistically totaling 15 carries a game. So, I mean, there's not much to work there for the Chiefs overall. I'm scared. Because again, this is one of my money guys
in my money league, and I'm terrified of him. Yeah. He ran. What's really concerning to me is he ran 3 routes last week. 3.
Unbelievable.
He had 24 routes the week before that, which is excellent. Like 24 routes from a running back is incredible. But he ran 3 routes against the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, that's insane. Yes. Nick Chubb, you take that instantly. You give up.
He wants Nick Chubb.
No,
my opponent wants me to give. Wants to give me. Sorry, I'm
yes.
Yes. Yo, absolutely. You 100%. Sell Zeke Elliott for Nick Chubb any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Oh my, Tua or Baker? Tua. I'm joking.
Weather conditions will make me say Tua for sure.
I'm going with Tua regardless. You know how I am.
I have Baker ranked ahead of him now, but I'm going to have to move him down now. So
that's fair. If Foles could hit Mooney, I know. Mooney looks so good. I'm going to take relax. You're taking a victory lap because Dak got hurt. That's sad.
That's a fucking sad thing to do.
That's sad. I will say though, prior to Dak getting hurt, they were the clear top 2 rookie receivers, so far this year, but obviously Dak getting hurt really impacted CD's overall range of outcomes in any given game.
I'll stick to my preseason takes like everyone wants to do with Jonathan Taylor and say that Jerry Jeudy's still better than both of them. I still think it's true. I think Jerry Jeudy's the best one.
I disagree. If I start Pope, I have Pope, and my opponent has ew. Start Pope. That would be fun. Wait, why is he starting Kelly and Bilal? Okay. I need 4 full PPR. The one you sit there is Tim Patrick.
Yeah, I agree.
RBs are Connor, Sanders, J-Rob, and Duke. Wide receiver are Brown, Played, MT, McLaurin, and Lockett. Full PPR. Pick 2 running backs, 1 receiver, and 1 flex. So 2 running backs you go in with.
Okay, first of all, on the receivers, you need MT and McLaurin both need to be in your lineup.
Yep. Okay, he only has 1 available.
No, he says 1 wide receiver and a flex. I think Michael Thomas and McLaurin are better than.
I wouldn't start MT over Sanders.
Sanders coming off of an injury. I'd rather start MT over Sanders.
I can't do it. I mean, full PPR.
Sanders coming off of an injury. I'll start Michael Thomas. It's not like you have no good options. It's like if you can sit Miles Sanders, I don't want to sit him. But he is coming off of an injury, and we've seen in the past with players coming off of injuries that they don't play their full allotment of snaps.
That's fair. Yeah, okay.
I'll go with Connor and J-Rob to be clear about the running backs.
Yeah, easily. Do you think Allen Robinson will play? Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's questionable, which means he's likely to play. So
yeah, like in my league, my main home league, I do have Allen Robinson in my lineup. So my main pivot, if Allen Robinson gets hurt, I'm going down, and I am scooping up Anthony Miller off waivers. So we'll get back to Young Vision's question. Yeah, the boy Robbie, my boy, donating that $20.99. Appreciate that a ton, Rob. Starting Chark in the home league despite the weather. Only other option is regular. Y'all better buy some Popeye sandwiches on me. Appreciate that.
Yeah, for those of you in the States, we just got the Popeye sandwiches. Yeah. That's how Canada works. We get things about 2 to 3 months, maybe a couple years after you guys. So I haven't actually had one yet, so I have no idea.
I've had a few. They're pretty solid. I think I gave them a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. So pretty solid.
Better. No cap.
Pretty solid sandwich option there. But he says Chark over regular. Yes, I agree with that. He's talking about the league I'm in with him. Good luck with you in your matchup there. I am my team needs that breakthrough coming off that AJ Brown terrible Thursday night football game. So I'll luck to you. Hey, I'll see you next weekend for some poker too. You already covered my buy-in, so we're good there.
That's weak. Is that what you play with for poker? Dude?
No. I'm kidding. Our buy-ins are like $25-$30. But
how many times can you buy in usually?
We just set it to one buy-in turning.
Dude, we used to do that, and then people were like, "Man, I wish I could buy in again," and then everyone would just torch their money. It was like, okay, like my buddy Amir would literally buy in like 4 or 5 times to make sure he wins, and then when he loses, it's just like, all right, you just paid $125, and like I usually skate by on like 1 or 2 buy-ins, and there's people that are in like 3 or 4 times.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Geo, Chark, Boyd, full PPR flex. Give me Geo there personally.
Yeah, I'll take Gio.
Also, appreciate that $1.99 super chat from Malucha. Forgot to say that. Let me go back up. Where did we leave off?
Young Vision, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Where is that? Okay, it was up more.
Yeah, it's Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, AJ Green, Devontae Parker. Pick 2, please.
Am I blind? I can't.
Yeah, you are blind. It's above Steven's super chat.
Oh. Wait.
Up a bit more.
Okay, here.
There you go. Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, AJ Green, Devontae Parker. Pick 2, please. I will go with Anderson and Devontae Parker.
Yeah, I agree with that. Robbie, Boyd, Fulgham, AB, pick 2. Give me Robbie and Fulgham there, personally.
I'll take Antonio and Robbie.
Yeah, Fulgham or AB is close. If you want the upside, I don't mind putting AB then. I picked up Butker off waivers because of his buy.
That is a snag.
Yeah. Yes. He's a top 3 kicker easily. Him, Tucker, and
top 2.
Yeah, him and Tucker.
Yeah.
I have Jonathan Taylor. I feel your pain. Connor, Robinson, Eckler, and C-Mac. I need another wide receiver. Currently have DK, Metcalf, D-Hop, and T. Higgins. Should I risk trading Connor or Taylor and hope? I would definitely trade Taylor. If someone still is willing to give you like wide receiver 2-3 type value for him.
If you can get a guy like Brandon Ayuk or like T. Higgins or something for Jonathan Taylor, do it because Jonathan Taylor is not going to provide you that much value compared to those guys.
Absolutely agree.
It's going to depend on your situation too. I wouldn't be. I guess. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's not even that good of an ass. I don't even care. I would still make that trade regardless if I'm competing right now or if I need wins or if I am like competing for the championship. Like, get Jonathan Taylor off your team because he's doing more harm than good.
He's caca.
Yeah.
With this weather, bench Higgins and start Pope and Dallas on my flex. I'm fine with that.
I would still start Higgins over those guys.
Those
guys are not sure things.
It's fair. It's close. Higgins versus Pope is close for me.
Yeah, I don't think Dallas even. I wouldn't start him over Dallas, but Pope is close. But even still, like we don't know how the Chargers backfield's going to work, so I'll go with Higgins, knowing that even in bad weather, he should still get 6 to 8 targets.
Yeah, for real. I keep losing whenever. Okay, here. Traded Hines and Ertz for Eckler.
Absolute steal. Absolute. So you robbed that guy. You gave him a guy who he's probably going to start in his lineup next week and get him 5 points, which is Naeem Hines, if that. And then Ertz is not even useful at this point. So I'll take Eckler all day, twice on Sunday in that deal.
Absolutely. No problem, Stephanie. 412 Wayne says, A-Rod or Herbert? We actually answered this exact question. I'm still leaning A-Rod slightly because, again, Herbert.
With the weather, it's really close, but I still would start A-Rod.
If Herbert had a better matchup, it would be better for me, in my opinion.
I have him back-to-back. I have Rodgers at 8 and Herbert at 9 in my rankings right now. So
yeah. I need to know who to flex, Parker or Higgins. Please help. Give me Parker there.
Yeah, I'll take
Fuller, AB, or Claypool. Claypool. Why did I say Claypool?
Anyway, so you know what the problem with this question is really
easy Fuller
because the weather is affecting Fuller and Claypool, but I think I would still start Fuller regardless.
Yeah, easily. PPR flex, Landry, Ayuk, or Claypool. This is close between Ayuk and Claypool for me. What are your thoughts?
I think I would go with Ayuk personally because Claypool's got the weather factor, as does Jarvis Landry. PPR makes it a little close.
Yeah, no, I agree.
To me, it's actually between Ayuk and Landry because it's PPR. But because Claypool isn't a high target guy, so he takes a bit of a downtick in PPR. But I'll take Ayuk there, knowing that the other two guys are affected by weather.
That's fair. Pick 2: Godwin, Boyd, or Cooks. The one that I would bench there would be Boyd.
Yeah, I would bench Boyd pretty easily, actually.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Dobbins and Brown. Oh, Antonio Brown. Yeah. I was thinking, what the heck, right for a second. Antonio Brown, Edmonds, pick 2. Drake playing today? Question mark.
Drake is playing today. He's expected to play.
The 2 I would pick there would probably end up being Antonio Brown and Edmonds. And
I honestly think I would start. I would start Dobbins
over Edmonds.
Yeah, I would.
Even with
the news. Okay, with the news that the game is going to be rainy, I expect the Ravens to run all over the Patriots. The Patriots are second or third to last in the NFL in run defense DVOA. I expect maybe Dobbins only gets 12 touches, but he could do so much on those 12 touches against this bad matchup in a game where they're probably going to run the ball 40 times, the Ravens.
That's fair.
So even if he only gets 50% of the running back opportunities, that's 20 touches.
Yeah. There you go. I need someone to start someone at running back and the flex. My options are Duke, Gio, AB, Shepard. Go with the first 2 in my opinion, and Duke and Gio.
I disagree. I would start AB over Duke. I'm not high on Duke Johnson. We need to do a bet on Duke Johnson.
We are doing a bet on Duke.
Against Duke Johnson a couple times now.
We are doing a bet on Duke Johnson, and let me see what we want to do here. Let me check my rankings. How about Duke Johnson versus?
I'll take Dobbins over Duke Johnson.
Oh, I'll take that in a smash. Let's do it.
Yeah. I have Dobbins at RB21. Like I'm still willing to start him.
Yeah, no, I have Dobbins at RB21 too, but I also have Duke Johnson at RB15.
I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't say Ingram coming off of an injury is probably not going to play that many snaps.
Fair.
It's enough for me. I'm making a showdown lineup for tonight's game, and I am putting Dobbins in the MVP slot.
Okay. Let's hope so, because I have to start him in one of my leagues.
Yeah.
We're starting him in that league. We're trying to tank, but are still like 6-4 in.
Yeah, I'm starting him over Ronald Jones in my money league. I don't trust Ronald Jones, but
that's gutty.
It's really gutty. And I'm actually considering starting Ronald Jones over T. Higgins given the weather, but I don't think I can do it. I'm like, I can't start it. I can't trust Ronald Jones.
Rojo against the Panthers, though, like if he doesn't,
it's such a great matchup, but I can't trust him.
That's fair. All right, going for 8-2 today. Let's go. Hit that mark, 25. That's a great record.
Yeah, I'm not doing that well in any of my leagues. The leagues I'm doing well in, I've kind of gotten sewered a couple times, and I'm like 6-3, but I have like the most points scored in the league. It's kind of annoying that I'm not like 8-2 or 8-1 or 7-2 in any leagues right now.
I'm 7-2 in Scott's Tots, and like we've already talked about it, but
I play you this week, don't I?
Do I?
No, maybe not. I beat you though. Actually, I think when we
Did
played.
You? When? No.
What the heck? Lions rookie
somewhere.
running back DeAndre Swift is expected to make his first NFL start against Washington. Detroit uses a mix in the backfield, but sounds like Swift leads the way today. Okay. Didn't we already hear this? Didn't they already say that Swift was going to get an increase in volume that 1 week?
Yeah, what does that mean? Like,
yeah, what is that? He's getting his first start. Okay, so he's out there on the first carry. Like, what does that mean?
I don't know, but let me check.
I already have him at RB16. I'm not moving him up higher than that. He's right behind Gio Bernard for me. Like,
he's RB18 for me this week, I think.
I'm at 6.
Actually, I'm going to move him ahead of Edmonds. So he's my
RB ahead of Edmonds already.
Yeah, he's my RB16. You right? Because I also had Rojo ahead of him.
Yeah, I don't have Rojo ahead of him.
Yeah, no, I know. I changed them.
I moved Rojo down since our rankings video. I'm like, man, the more I think about it, Ali Marpet got ruled out, which is a big deal for Ronald Jones because Ali Marpet is the best guard in the NFL this year. And not only that, but to replace Ali Marpet, instead of putting Joe Haig at left guard, who sucked against the Saints, they're taking AQ Shipley, putting him at center, and moving Jensen to left guard, which is I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know why you would disrupt 2 positions on the offensive line when you can only disrupt 1. Why I don't understand why Shipley's been in the NFL for 15 fucking years. Why don't you just play him at left guard?
No, I know. I agree there. By the way, in Scott's Tots, because of injuries and bye weeks, I have to start Chris Conley in the flex.
Oh, that's gross. I have to start Hunter Renfrow in my super flex in Scott's Tots because I have Matt Ryan on bye.
I have John Brown in the super flex.
Yeah.
John Brown in the super flex, Chris Conley in the flex, Rex Burkhead in the flex. Like, my team's just Troy May Pope RB2. Like, I'm just decimated by injuries right now. Yeah. And Kyler Murray's my only healthy quarterback. Like,
I need Mostert and Eckler to come back in that league, man.
Oh, by the way, really, I didn't even notice. Really need help with this. Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker flex decision. I'm kidding.
Andrew Wiggins all the way there. We got a Canadian. We're 2 Canadians. We're gonna go with Andrew Wiggins every time.
He just said that. I'll
go Devontae Parker.
That's jokes. All right, we'll leave off at Nick Norris. So Vichy is back, ready in action. $5 dono super chat. Appreciate that a ton. He says full PPR: Woods, Allen Robinson, Fuller, Juju, DJ Moore. Choose 3. So you have 5 options there. The 2 options out of those that I would bench.
I go with the first 3 to be honest.
Yep. I was just about to say that Juju and Moore would be the 3 I would bench there.
Yeah, despite the weather, I'm still going to start Fuller over a guy like DJ Moore and a guy like Juju Smith-Schuster.
Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I fully agree. Again, appreciate that $5 super chat. Means a lot.
Nick Norris here. Above Rob's super chat.
Oh, yeah. I am okay, should I hold out on Allen Robinson or should I play it safe and start Gio in the flex?
Jeez, who else are your options? Those are your flex positions.
I'm fine with starting
your Gio. Team is obviously very good, so I'm going to hold out for Allen Robinson.
That's fair. Yeah, I'd want to know I don't know, because if your team's really good, I would just probably start Gio because instead, like if you hold out and he doesn't play, like
if he holds out and he doesn't play, then I'm sure you can find Darnell Mooney on waivers or something, and like worst case scenario, you have to start Darnell Mooney or something, or you have to pick up. It's a flex decision. You have to pick up Ryan Nall or Cordero Patterson. Like I would just rather start Allen Robinson to be honest. Gio Bernard is going to get volume, but it's still the Steelers' run defense.
That's fair. Deshaun Watson or Shane? I'm still going with Watson.
I'd still start Watson, even though it's the matchup's going to hurt him a little bit, or the weather's going to hurt him a little bit. But unless you have a guy like I don't know, Tom Brady or even Jared Goff, I would probably still start Watson over anyone else.
Agree there. Here, where do we leave off? Oh yeah, Tyler. Bruh. Oh my God, that's tough. He dropped DJ Dallas and he had Carson. And Carson didn't play. Feels bad. Would you fade Fuller for Higgins or Ayuk? No. I think that's too cute.
That's too cute. I like Ayuk this week, but you have to start Will Fuller with the way he's playing.
Even with the weather, like he's still going to be the number 1 target there.
Yeah.
I'm currently 6-3 and 3rd in my league. My team has Lamar, Hill, D-Hop, Jacobs, Gurley, Waller, Alan, what do you think my chances of making the playoffs? Oh, you're absolutely like at this point, you're absolutely going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it would be on brand of us to say for you to trade Todd Gurley, but at this point, he's your RB2, and you have a lot of other options. Like you have 3 of the best 5 receivers in fantasy right now. Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, and Keenan Allen are 3 of the best receivers in fantasy right now. Like the only other guys that are in that conversation are DK Metcalf and Devontae Adams.
Yeah, pretty much Stephon Diggs as well. Other than that,
those are the top 6 fantasy receivers.
Absolutely. So Jiven says pick 1 PPR, Deontay, Mike Williams, or Jacoby Myers. Give me Deontay Johnson there.
Yeah, I'll take Deontay Johnson there.
Popeye's sweet heat sauce is greater than any sauce ever made. I like that. A hot take.
Yeah, nice. Do they have sweet heat sauce at Popeyes in Canada?
Yeah, I believe so.
I know at KFC in Canada, we don't have like the Nashville like hot or whatever. Like you guys have all the like different types of chicken in the States. We don't have that. We just have like original recipe. Yeah,
that's fair. It's like Frank's Red Hot mixed with honey. Oh, that sounds pretty delicious.
Sounds pretty fire. Give me KFC over Popeyes any day and twice on Sunday, by the way. Just KFC's better. Sorry.
PPR flex, McKissick or Higgins, whether. Again, Butch is just going to keep saying like he doesn't trust McKissick. So
I don't trust McKissick. No, I don't. even in the matchup with T. Higgins, I'm still going to start T. Higgins over McKissick. I think McKissick is still like a top 30 running back and you could use him, but Higgins is way more solidified in his role than McKissick is in his.
Agreed. So we left off on Javon and we're going down. Kaleo, appreciate that $2 super chat. He says Christian Kirk or John Brown. Give me Christian Kirk slightly there. Like slightly. I love both options. I'm still going with Christian Kirk. Slightly given
I'll take Kirk as well.
Given the overall usage he's been saying these last few weeks, I mean it'd be tough to sit him at this point. But yeah, appreciate that $2 super chat again. Kaleo, a familiar face again in the chats. We left off right here. See, I'm getting better at tracking it.
Yeah, you gotta get better at that.
Jared, you're right. Okay, yeah.
Just some chicken talk.
Yeah, big facts. Good chicken for the boys. Williams, Null, Pope
decision.
Give me Pope there.
Yeah, I'll take Pope.
Yeah.
I have this exact decision. So in my home league, I have this exact decision, and I am starting Tom Brady. It's so close. It's so like I have Brady at 7 and I move Watson down to 8. So it is so close. If you want to start Watson because he's been so good so far since Bill O'Brien's been fired, I don't blame you, but I'm going to go with Tom Brady because I am down in my matchup because AJ Brown shit the bed and I can see Watson kind of doing the same thing. So I'm going to start Brady.
That's fair. Does the news of Swift starting boost him up any? I mean, it's coach talk.
He was already a solidified start for me, so I don't think it boosts him up very much. I think it helps his floor a little bit, but I'm not overly excited about starting him regardless.
Exactly, agreed. PPR flex, JD. Oh, he already asked that, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I don't know if it was him who asked it. Someone else. Oh yeah, he did ask it already.
Okay.
I think he just included scoring format that time or something.
Oh, okay. Weather O line. Yeah, fair. Either way, Parker or AB.
AB.
Half PPR start 1 wide receiver and 1 running back. Landry, Deontay, Fournette, or Edmonds.
I'll start Deontay and Edmonds there.
Yeah, same. Zeke and Rojo for Hunt and Emmanuel Sanders. Who wins that trade? That's kind of a wash in my opinion. I mean,
I think Hunt's the best asset in that trade, but
I'm still probably going to hold
Rojo's a pretty significantly better asset than Emmanuel Sanders too.
I think I'm still holding with Zeke and Rojo. Maybe
if you could get rid of Zeke for Hunt and maybe package something else and not give up Rojo, or if you could get something better than Emmanuel Sanders back, if that guy has someone somewhat useful, even if you had a guy like CeeDee Lamb, I'd prefer that to Emmanuel Sanders.
Agreed. Defense decision. Ooh, Eagles or Saints defense?
Eagles against Daniel Jones. Eagles. Yes. Did you hear that Daniel Jones has not beaten anyone except for Washington and Tampa Bay in his career?
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that wild?
He gets 5 total wins. 4 of them came from the Washington football team,
and 1 came against Tampa Bay in the first.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Matt Gay missed that field goal.
Oh, it's brutal.
I still remember that, and he absolutely he used rushing all over you guys too.
Yeah.
John Brown or Chase Claypool, half PPR. Give me Claypool there.
Yeah, that's close. I'll take Claypool though.
Following the wave says, I've got DJ Chark, DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Darnell Mooney, Tyler Boyd, Jalen Reagor, Antonio Gibson, Chase Edmonds. Which four should I start? Full PPR.
Okay, so give me Chark, Ayuk, Gibson, and Edmonds, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. Chark, Kirk, Reagor, and Gus Bus need a wide receiver one and a flex. So give me yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, give me Chark and Kirk there. Nick Chubb or Alf.
Who has this decision?
Those are
this is just like I wish I had decisions like this in my leagues.
Those are two top four running backs for me. So.
I'll take Kamara because you don't ever sit Kamara, but I mean, sitting Nick Chubb isn't fun either.
What the heck? Who's the better play? Tampa, yeah.
Yeah, Miami's going up against Justin Herbert, who has kind of been proven to be defense proof. So
yeah. What's up with the LT jersey?
Lawrence Taylor's the best defensive player of all time. That's what the LT jersey's for.
Big facts. Javon, we'll get into the super chat in a second. Javon just says, I hope I win in my second league. I'm good. 9-0, hope to get to 10-0. Yeah,
if Nick Chubb and Alvin Kamara is who you're deciding between, I'm not doubting at all that you're 9-0.
Absolutely. So we'll get back down. We get a $4.99 super chat from the boy Nick. Appreciate that a ton. He says, thanks for the advice. Y'all have a good rest of the stream. Appreciate that. Glad to see you tuned in. Again, every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, we're running these live streams. Glad to see you.
And what we're going to be doing starting this Monday is instead of having a recap video, we're going to recap at the beginning of the Monday stream. Because to be honest with you guys, the recap video is a pain in the ass to make. And in terms of views and engagement wise, it doesn't seem to be doing that well. So we're going to recap it live and go over just the highlights of Sunday. Yeah. We're not going to go over every single fantasy option. We're just going to go over like, oh man, like J.K. Dobbins had like 78% of snaps in the backfield or whatever, like just the big stories.
Yeah, like again, we usually head on for about 7:15. We probably will head on.
We'll try and go up at 7 instead, just so we have some time to recap, and we'll recap in between like your guys' questions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6:30, 6:45, but yeah, 7 still works. But again, also appreciate that $4.99 super chat from Nick. Where did we leave off at? Because Jared. I've scored the 4th most points in my big money league, but I have the most points against, and I'm 2-7. I feel
that's the worst. I hate having the most points against. Same league where all my running backs are injured. Yeah, I have somehow my most injured like leagues that I'm in. I'm somehow doing the best in.
Yeah, that's
it's weird.
Not bad at all. He has 4 third-round picks next year. Jesus.
I'm assuming if that's not a dynasty league, then that's great.
Yeah.
If it's a dynasty league, it's like, okay, whatever.
It's a keeper league. It's a keeper league.
Oh, geez, that's wild.
Yeah. I don't know. You're looking lavish right there, Javon. Pick 1 PPR: Deontay Johnson, John Brown, Jerry Jeudy.
I think I'll go with Deontay.
Yeah. Rojo or Dallas? Give me Rojo slightly. Yeah. Carson Wentz or Deshaun Watson in the weather? Give me Deshaun.
That's so close now. With Watson's weather concerns, I think I'm going to check my rankings right now, and I don't really know which one I'm going to answer.
Deshaun for me.
I have Deshaun at 8 and Wentz at 10, so I will go with Deshaun as well.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Higgins or McKissick at flex.
Give me Higgins there, Jared. Another familiar face from the live stream. One of my
I'll take Higgins as well.
Yeah. Who do you like at flex? Half PPR. McKinnon, Edmonds, Higgins, Ayuk. If you could only start one, I'm going with Jerick McKinnon personally.
I'll take Jerick McKinnon as the one that you can start there, but if you can start a second one, I'd probably go with the 2 Niners.
Yeah, agreed. I was about to say Ayuk is kind of a tough one too, in my opinion. Jerick McKinnon just got moved up to RB. You know what? I'm going to be gutty. He's RB 15 for me this week. I
have him at 18, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I have him slightly ahead of Henderson, Swift, and Jones. So those are like the next 3 after for me. Again, I'm constantly updating my rankings because I keep checking if any news happens or anything like that, so I can quickly adjust on the fly. But yeah. You guys like Rojo or Dallas? Rojo for me.
Rojo there.
McKissick or Moore?
I'll start DJ Moore there.
Yeah, I was gonna say DJ Moore. Yes. My friend just asked me McKissick or Gio Bernard because he's scared of Pitt. Why do I have such dumb friends? Yeah, you have dumb friends. Regardless of the Pittsburgh matchup, McKissick is not safe enough for you to start him over Gio Bernard. Agree. Tonyan or Jasicki? That's like
I'll start Gesicki because Preston Williams is on IR. Yeah. And he should see more of a target increase. Plus, the Chargers' defense is not very good, as we talked about on the ranking show with Tua. It's not very good against the pass, so I'll go with Gesicki as probably the second option in the passing game there.
Yeah, that's just.
But I mean, Adam Shaheen's going to catch 2 touchdowns because I said that. So.
Oh, you remember the week where fucking like 3
Durham Smythe and Adam Shaheen caught touchdowns? Yeah, I do.
They caught 3 combined touchdowns or something like that. Man, when will the football team use Gibson?
When he doesn't have a PFF grade of 22.1 in pass protection?
That's brutal.
I knew that was going to be a struggle for him too. In our draft guide, I wrote up Antonio Gibson in our rookie profile. I'm like, this dude has literally 0 pass protection reps in college, like none. I couldn't find a single one.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like I'm like a fan of Chuba Hubbard, top 5 running back for me.
He sucks in protection. Sucks.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he gets drafted to a team like with like an old-fashioned style head coach, like
I don't even think it's that much of an old-fashioned thing. I think it's just common sense for most coaches.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean it's tough to think about it, and then you think of how good freaking like a guy like Najee Harris is.
Najee Harris is great in protection.
My God, dude, I have ETN at 1 right now, but I think by the end of the draft cycle, I wouldn't be shocked if I have Harris at 1. Like
Najee Harris is he's got a little Derrick Henry in him, man.
Yeah, Najee Harris is just such a complete running back. Like ETN's got like
he's a better receiver than Derrick Henry ever will be or could be too.
Najee Harris.
I don't think he's a lot. He's not. Derrick Henry's kind of a bad comparison, but he's big. He's tall. Yeah. Like he's a tall running back, and he's like
240.
Yeah, he's a big running back. He's like if AJ Dillon could catch and was a lot faster and a lot better.
Yeah. I don't actually like. I guess he like a slightly like less physical Derrick Henry with like way better passing.
He's a hard comparison, man. He's a little bit of a unicorn.
I love him, man. Like he's gonna be hard pressed to not be my RB1 by the end of the year. ETN to me is RB1 because of the elite traits he has.
Chris Carson's a free agent after this year. If Najee Harris is a Seattle Seahawk, that will be awesome. That would be awesome.
Why do I feel like ETN is going to end up on the Cardinals, bro? Like I just have a feeling.
We're going to have if you guys go back deep into the archives of our early videos, we did a show called RB Matchmakers, where before the draft we talked about where we wanted to see everyone go. I know I nailed J.K. Dobbins to the Ravens. I know I nailed that one. And
I think I got a couple. I can't remember, but I remember
I got Zach Moss to the Bills too. I'm pretty sure.
I think we both put that. I remember fucking I had someone else to the Bills too.
AJ Dillon was the other guy that we were all talking
about. AJ Dillon, yeah. I remember I was making the thumbnail for that. I had like a big like Tinder background on it. Like it was
dude. And I found this out about so Rick Stroud, who's like the biggest like beat reporter for the Bucks. He's been around the longest. He said before the draft that the Bucks wanted Antonio Gibson so bad. Like they loved him apparently. They imagine how much better he would have been as an addition to this team than Keyshawn Vaughn.
Oh my God,
man. We wouldn't have signed Fournette if they drafted Gibson. I guarantee we wouldn't have signed Fournette.
Dude, you guys, if Antoine Winfield didn't fall to you guys in the second round, I wouldn't be shocked if you ended
Dobbins would have been a pick.
Yeah,
that would have been nasty too.
McKissick or Judy. Give me Judy there. I don't know why I thought about that for a second. Give me Judy. Yeah. Wentz or Big Ben? Give me Wentz because
I'll take Wentz by a landslide there.
Yeah. I picked Wentz was a free agent for me in my league. I have Lamar Jackson. I didn't because I just put Justin Jackson on IR. So I'm like, okay, whenever I have a random fucking extra roster spot, why not? And I picked him up. It's football Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Let's get a spicy hot taco. Ebron or Fant or 0.25 PPR.
Nice scoring format there.
Give me Fant, but like that's funky.
Yeah,
I like funky. Give me Thielen Lockett. Wow, that's a good core you got going there. Give me Thielen Lockett though.
Yeah. For those of you guys in the stream too, you guys are generally the most engaged of our audience. We are going to be. I know I'm going to be doing this. You're going to be doing this. Me and Danny are collectively going to be sweeping out a lot of our dynasty leagues, and we're going to start like a really dedicated dynasty league for this channel. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you stick around in the off season because we're going to start a dynasty league, and it's probably going to be one of like 2 dynasty leagues that I'm in. So I'm really going to be invested in it. Whereas like this year, I'm in way too many dynasty leagues, and I need to leave.
Dude, I know I'm in way too many. It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Bro, AJ Brown, yeah, big fact, spicy hot. Jacoby Myers or Tim Patrick, PPR. Give me Jacoby Myers there, Blake.
Yeah, I'll take Jacoby there.
Robbie Anderson or Gio, half point PPR in my flex. Give me.
That's
Gio.
So close. I'll take Gio there just because he's a running back. I generally side on the side of running backs when it's like close because running backs are usually safer in terms of volume.
Yeah, no, I agree. Got Tua right now. I could pick and play Big Ben, Burrow. I would stick with Tua there.
Yeah, if the weather wasn't as bad, I would probably have gone Baker, but I think Tua is the best option you got there.
Who at flex? Fulgham, Samuel, or Duke Johnson? Give me Duke Johnson there. I know you're gonna disagree, but
no, I'm gonna start Fulgham.
Who are we betting? It was Duke Johnson versus Dobbins.
Yeah.
Got you. I don't have my paper with me, so you can write that down.
Don't we usually have a tight end bet too? We need to do a tight end bet.
Yeah, we'll do a tight end bet. Don't I have like Jimmy Graham a lot higher than you?
I'll take Gesicki versus Jimmy Graham if you want.
Oh, easily. Okay, give me that. Give me Jimmy Graham.
All right.
So you write it down this time because I don't have my paper on me.
Okay.
Samuel or Edmonds? Give me Edmonds there, Kyle. Drake or Dobbins? Give me J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, I'll take Dobbins there.
McLaurin, Deontay Johnson, or DJ Chark. Pick one. Terry McLaurin's my wide receiver 2 on the week. That's all you need to know about that.
Yep.
And none of those other 2 are wide receiver 1. Should I drop Hollywood Brown and pick up Travis Fulgham? Yes. Give me Travis Fulgham all day, every day over Hollywood Brown. Yeah. Hollywood Brown's a bust.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, but
NFL
whatever.
Or fantasy?
Both.
Really?
I'm joking about NFL, but yeah, definitely.
I honestly just think he's in a bad situation.
That's fair. Yeah, let's get it. KFC all day, eh?
Can't wait for the when the Bucks let Chris Godwin walk in free agency, we'll re-sign Antonio Brown and we'll trade a 3rd-round pick to the Ravens for Hollywood Brown and get the 2 cousins on one team.
That'd be hot.
Just kidding. If they don't re-sign Godwin, I'm going to lose my shit. I think it's going to happen, personally. I think they're not going to re-sign him.
Jared just said it, and we ended up just making the bet now. He knew. What's up, y'all? Lindsay or Balaj this week? PPR, give me Lindsay.
I'll take Lindsay there.
Need 2 flex full PPR: Aguilar, Shepard, Moss, Edmonds. So the guys I'm sticking with there are the 2 running backs. Yeah. Parker or Fulgham? Give me Parker there slightly.
That's a close one, man. I'll take Parker. I'll take Parker as well, but Fulgham's right there.
With it. I'm in for Dynasty. Yes, sir. That should be fun. Nicholas says, full PPR, Ebron or Goddard. Give me Goddard there slightly, Nick.
Yep.
Cooks, Deontay, or Judy. PPR, give me Cooks there.
I'd still start Cooks even with the weather.
Yeah, same. Crosby or Tucker.
Never said Justin Tucker.
Wait, did I skip that by accident? That might be my bad. Either way, yeah, give me.
Never said Justin Tucker.
Yeah, agreed. DJ Moore or Jerry Judy. Give me Judy.
Yeah.
Jerry Judy. Flex PPR. Aguilar, MVS, Dallas, or Cobb. Thanks, guys. No problem. Give me.
I'll take DJ Dallas there.
Yep. Worst part is AJ Brown dropped that ball that would have made me enough points for me to be happy. I sat the Colts D.
That hurts.
D. That's tough. I have Big Ben, Deontay, Higgins. Do I bench for Tua, Shepard, and Rager because of weather? I would go Tua over Big Ben. Apart from that, I'd start with your other 2 receivers there.
Yeah, I think I'd roll a 2 over Big Ben, and then the rest would be the same. Shepard is a pretty solid option this week, but I can't trust him over Deontay and Higgins.
Agreed there. Give me Jerick McKinnon there, Andy.
Yep.
Chark or Judy? Give me Chark. When healthy and one of my leagues, I start Deshaun. Wow. All I needed to see were the first 4 names, and like I could. Yeah. What the?
He's got 2 Calvin Ridleys apparently too.
Dude, that's epic. Man, like that's double the points. There you go.
Yeah.
Should I put Fulgham into my flex instead of AB? I would go with AB there still.
Yeah, I'd roll with AB.
Force the bench 1 RB. Oh, that is rough, Bobby. I mean, at least you have like that lineup, but damn. John Brown or Danny Amendola? John Brown.
John Brown.
Did I hear Dynasty League?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, baby. That's going to be fun. You know, I'm just going to build a domination. Gibson or Kelly? Give me Gibson there. Los. Eliminator pick this week. Who you guys got? Oh, yeah. We also have to do our upset of the week, too.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I got the Dolphins right last week. Don't mean to toot my own horn.
Is it non-homerish of me to say that the upset of the week is Panthers?
I guess. I mean, like that's honestly a pretty good pick because I do think the Panthers are kind of getting slept on.
I'm not going to pick them because I don't want it to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think it is possible.
Let me go. Upset of the week that I am going to pick is going to be the New York Giants beating the Eagles at home. They're 4.5 point.
Give me the Texans over the Browns. Upset of the week.
I like that too. Again, the Giants are 4.5 point favorites against the Eagles at home. The last meeting that they had lost the Eagles by 1 on the road. So I think the Giants have looked really, really decent on offense recently. There's just no way that I think the Eagles are even going to cover. And I think the Giants are going to take this straight up. So 4.5 point dogs to the Eagles at home. Give me the Giants there. And you said
I like the Chargers over the Dolphins too.
That's a fine one as well.
I'm gonna roll with the Texans over Browns though. I think that's a good.
The other one I said is also. I mean, this is kind of like a cop out, but Bills on the road against the Cardinals. They're 3-point underdogs. I think I think the Bills are going to win that.
Yeah.
And then Seahawks 2.5 point dogs versus the Rams. I think the Seahawks win that as well. So my main upset is going to be the Giants over the Eagles, but the other two I definitely have as well are Bills.
Actually, no. Let me change my answer. I'm going to pick a gutty one, too, because I think this is the biggest spread of the week. Niners over Saints, upset of the week.
I see it.
Fuck the Saints.
I think 9.5 is way too much for the record.
Fuck the Saints. No, I think the Saints are going to be a little bit lethargic in this game. They came off of a huge win. They were all dancing in the locker room. Jameis was eating W's, probably got indigestion from eating all of them. So can we just get Jameis Winston a starting quarterback job?
I know.
I need Ben to retire next year and Jameis to go to the Steelers.
We should get a cameo.
How high does Chase Claypool go in startups if Jameis Winston's his quarterback?
Oh, I know. By the way, oh my God, this looks so bad now in Scott's thoughts. But do you remember at the draft, I had my 302 and I ended up trading it for the 307 afterwards because Jarrett Stidham was a starting quarterback and he was in the free agency pool. So I kind of cheated the system.
Yeah.
At that original 302 pick, guess who I took?
Who?
Chase Claypool.
Oof.
So I ended up trading Chase Claypool for Jarrett Stidham when he was a starting quarterback.
I traded. I think it was like the 208 and then like the 405 or something like that, plus a player to get up and get Henry Ruggs at the 112. And the 208 ended up being Chase Claypool. The 405 ended up being Darnell Mooney, and I traded away a different player.
Oh, in our dynasty league, we didn't have any rookie picks, right? So we like it was like it's just a straight draft, and fucking we ended up with our taxi squad having just a random JaMychal Hasty and fucking Darnell Mooney. Like,
you love to see it.
So weather update looks like no rain so far in both games. Not too bad. Chark or Fuller? I'm going Fuller still. I know that Jair or Kevin King is not playing, which is why I'm still hyped about GJ Chark because I have him.
Low key though, Chark is almost an even better tournament play now because people are going to be off of him. And low key, I might put him back in.
Oh, he's in my lineup. He's in the lineup that Lucas made me. He was the only one that I actually differed off of Lucas where I put him in because he had his thing on DK, so I had to like shift because I was FanDuel, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I have to make a couple more. Fuck.
I'm going to put him in. I'm going to put him back in.
I'm going to make a couple more lineups because fuck, why not? Let's add another entry for 444 in the Sunday Million. Contest is full and can't accept any more participants. Well, that's a rip in the chat. Maybe the 40K main special. Let's answer a couple more questions, then I'll fucking. Bobby says you're the best podcast on YouTube. Appreciate that a ton, Bobby. Glad to hear that you are enjoying.
Hey, Bobby, this is the first time we're seeing you in the comments. I want to see you commenting on every video so that us as the best podcast on YouTube, according to you, can continue to grow.
For sure. Again, we're at about 2.1 thousand now. With the support y'all been showing, maybe that's 10K.
We'd like to get to 3K before the end of the season. I don't think that's going to happen now, but it's possible if you guys continue to engage and continue to smash like buttons and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe the stonks keep hitting, and like our boy Notorious, we're able to hit 10K before next season.
Yeah, hopefully. If I have another video that pops off for 45K views, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I got to make one like that.
Yeah, you need to step up too, because I'm pretty sure all of our like highest viewed videos, I'm pretty sure I won like 4 of them.
Relax, the fucking waivers and shit like that. Don't.
I'm talking about like pre-season ones, like because I had the sleepers video that popped off. I had the news roundup video that had like 8,000 views. Then I had the must draft second year receivers, and I had the breakouts. I think I have like the top 4 views.
Okay. Those are all hype videos. I'm making bust videos where I got guys.
Videos are they're clickbaiting too.
Yeah, but I got bust videos where my guys in my comments are disliking because they're saying, "Oh, David Johnson's going to be a beast." I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about.
Odell Beckham, David Johnson, Todd Gurley, just a lot of guys that.
I mean, have most of them not been true?
Yeah,
you know, the only ones that realistically haven't been quote unquote bust have been obviously Aaron Rodgers was really bad. Like,
that
really
was
bad now. And Todd Gurley. But Todd Gurley, again, I mentioned this on our video. 45% of his points this year have come from touchdowns. 45% of his points in half PPR, touchdowns.
My scoreboard's looking real good for the sleepers video.
Yeah.
I got Joe Burrow, Antonio Gibson, Jerick McKinnon, Jerry Jeudy. The only 2 that have like missed so far are Ruggs and Herndon.
Yeah. Upset of the week. Wow. Bengals over Steelers. That's gutty.
I mean, Burrow beat the Colts a couple weeks ago, didn't he? Or no, who did he beat? The Ravens. No.
Ravens.
Was it the Ravens? Who did they beat?
They beat someone
the Titans. The Titans. They beat the Titans.
Yeah, that's it. I'm making a lineup right now. Tua is such a you have to eat the chalk on fucking Tua this week in tournament play because he's 6,800. The guys around him, Luton, Daniel Jones, and Nick Mullins. Around
Nick Mullins is actually the nice play for me.
And
Nick Mullins is a great pivot away from Tua.
Derek Carr has more is valued higher in FanDuel than Tua this week.
Yeah, that's why Tua. I'm pretty sure when I was looking at PFF's projections, they have Tua as like the highest owned quarterback.
Yeah, no, he has to be. I mean, it's such a smash. By the way, I'm going to get a lineup with Aaron Jones in it because why not?
All right, let's rip through the last couple of these questions before it's 1 p.m. here.
Yeah, let's get this. Upset of the week. Wow. Okay, that's not homerist at all. No I'm kidding.
Yeah, not like you're a Patriots fan or anything.
Brady or Rodgers?
I have Brady ranked higher.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Is Washington defense worth the start? Need to stream. So Washington would be up against Detroit, and Dolphins would be up against the Chargers. Yeah, I'm fine with
Washington's defense there.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Hopefully, Justin. Hopefully. Ew. Come on, relax, Stardo.
I hate the Saints, man. I can't stand them.
He doesn't like that, Bush.
What? Hey, you guys are going to owe me an apology when Nick Mullins slings it out there. I'm telling you that Drew Brees is going to have a shit game in this one. If they win this game, it's going to be all Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, for real. Bengals over Steelers is my that's fun. Rojo Garage. I think you asked that before, but it's fine. Fins up. Let's get it, Jay. Yeah, we'll definitely put it out on the channel prior to.
Depending on how many of you want to join, we might have to do like a contest of some kind or like a package for a draft guide or something. I have no idea how we're going to do it, but we'll make sure that we get the most competitive and most engaging league we possibly can, because
absolutely,
if anyone's played in a really fun dynasty league before, it's so awesome.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. Fuller or Henderson Jr.? Give me Daryl. Or
I mean, scoring format's probably going to play into that one. I think it needs to be either full. If it's full PPR, I would go Fuller, but if it's half or standard, I think I'd go Daryl Henderson.
Agreed there. Titans.
Did we pick 2 on Carl's question there?
Wait, where? Oh, sorry about that, Carl.
Give me Thielen and Lockett there.
I think we already answered that, but yeah, Thielen and Lockett for me. See, I love you guys. Hope I get to 10 new. Yeah, I mean, your teams definitely are on the better side of talent, because every question you ask is like really good players.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good luck. All the best. Full PPR. Pick 2. Fulgham, Judy, Robbie Anderson.
I'll take Fulgham and Anderson there.
Yeah, agree there. No questions asked. But yeah,
you're probably getting in, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean,
you've donoed like $100 twice, so I think it'd be kind of blasphemous if we didn't let you in.
For sure. Chart Judy, Boyd, standard. Give me Chart Judy. Boyd scares me.
Yeah,
with the weather. I'm trying to set a fucking last. Oh man, there's a minute left. Fuck it. Give me Diggs and give me random receiver. I have 44. Fuck. I gotta pick someone cheaper.
Just making sure all my lineups are set right now.
Dude, I'm fucking. Oh my god, I forgot to do that too.
Should I start DeAndre Swift over Gibson? No, I don't think so, right?
Nah,
the news about him starting is a little intriguing. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty fun. I still wouldn't, but yeah. Fuck it. I said a random 444 lineup that's completely turning. Oh, it's fucking full. I wasted my time.
All right.
Let me set my lineups real quick.
I see how Taco says the most competitive league I play in is a redraft 12-man with $150 buy-in. Yeah, same with me, except it's $350. I want to start playing Dynasty though because it sounds fun. Yeah, I have really yet to be in like a really really competitive Dynasty league, and I'm really excited to do this with you guys because I want some trash talking. I want you guys telling Danny that he's a huge Cowboys homer because he is. Because I already know in his startup draft he's going to trade up for Dak Prescott and draft CeeDee Lamb in the 3rd round and fucking a bunch of other shit. Yeah,
absolutely. Oh, it's not letting me add DJ to my fucking IR slot now because the game started. Fuck. Fuck.
The only reason for not letting me in is to give you guys a real shot at winning. Hey, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Tyler. This is the type of stuff I'm
love that.
Here for.
Love to see it.
Dude, know how to read. Just like a sneak Tyler at the end of the stream.
Yo, McKinnon, what are the chances New England wins tonight? Maybe. Possibly. I
totally forgot that was your last name. I thought he was talking to Jerick McKinnon.
Oh, yeah. No.
Just a bunch of illiteracy comments.
Hey, Tyler. I'm kidding. Love you. Yeah, he's it's my boy from home. You have a big parlay. If your parlay is dependent on the Patriots winning,
what are the chances Danny passes Econ? Just made me laugh.
Oh, I already dropped Econ. Don't worry. No, I had to lessen my course load for this semester, so I dropped Econ and some random ass computer class I didn't give a fuck about. But
wait, they have a French version of the Bucks Panthers commentary.
Oh yeah, they have that on DAZN now, eh?
Yeah, what the heck? You call it DAZN too? It's fucking DAZN. Like drives me nuts if people
I call it both. What it's wait, why can't I move David Johnson to my fucking IR slot because the game started? He's not playing in it. Like this garbage. Do I start Rojo or Danny playing Madden? Ooh, it's close.
You start Danny playing Madden if Rojo's pass has been an occurrence. The only thing worse than Danny drafting multiple Cowboys is that new cut Danny.
Yeah.
All right, let's side out of here. The games are on. This is just some nonsense right now.
If you guys are still in here, the 9 people, you get to see the
fresh cut. Yeah. All right, let's head out of here.
All right, take it easy, y'all. Ligma or both. All right, take it easy, y'all.